All right, so this is what I want to focus on right here. So I've got a watch tattoo, and if there was an actual watch, you would have an overlap with a little hinge right here. So this idea is for a silicone dial piece that you could slide up the wristband and then lock your thing and then slide it right over your lock so it doesn't get caught on your clothes. But this outer edge would have a lip on it on the inside that you could slide a piece of glass, or if you remember Pogs, a Pog, and then you would be able to print out a small QR code and then put like your laugh out loud video that you want to share from TikTok or whatever. So you got business there, but if someone wants to come over and talk, what video you got for me today? You just flip over whatever, and then you're actually networking. So people would want to come up to you to see what you found on the internet. It could be a TED Talk, a how-to video, what have you. But basically you become a walking website at that point. But you would just do a silicone thing, and you could either do a 3D thing like they do with minting, and then that glass or piece of plastic over it, which I wouldn't do plastic. I'd have to figure something out. Technically, you wouldn't need anything on there because it's silicone. But if you're putting the Pog in there, then you would have like a collector thing that you can start stacking into a tube like a Pringles can, and then you would have all your videos throughout life that you've been sharing. So it would be a really cool storage system and a collector's thing. And then, you know, after you pass on, someone can go through and be like, oh, that was a good one. Oh, I didn't realize she was blah, 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 or he was blah, 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 blah. All right, so that's free to do. All right, everything on my channel is Creative Commons. Let me go ahead and flip this if I know how. Nope. All right, so I'm going to just have to turn it around. All right, so that's one. I had another one that I wanted, was really basic, because that's easy. You can buy a $30 molding kit and do this yourself, and just make that little, there's for the band on the bottom, you would have one on each side. Yeah, it would stick out a little bit, but you would have, like, if you're dressed appropriate, it doesn't matter. You could do different colors. It's real cheap. The product itself would probably be 13 cents. You would still make a buttload of money depending on your artistic skill with that 3D mold thing and the ideas that you do. So, and the Pog thing just makes it universal, so you can keep it forever or create your own, and, you know, whatever. Real simple, multi-million-dollar idea right there. What's another one? There was something else with a handle. Anyways, we'll just, I'll start posting some online, so that way people, you know, can do their thing and learn a new craft or skill. And the one thing I want to say is I did the small business administration thing, and they said, do it at the cheapest model possible. And I kept doing it. I kept showing them the process, but they're like, you're not getting it because you don't understand marketing. You don't understand your clientele. So I went this route. You know, I knew I had to at some point. I didn't realize it would take so long or I'd get to that point, and I couldn't tell my family why I did this. And I kept telling them, I'm like, this is a PR thing. This is me building my brand. All right. I not only want to make money for myself, I want everyone that uses my product to be multimillionaires. Okay. And then I want those to have their own networks and systems based off of a brand that I know I would support, because it was based off of what I believe, morals that I've been taught from family and friends and communities such as churches and what have you, even with the negative connotation I had with Christmas. God, this guy, I need to help this guy. He really wants to talk, but I can't tell his story. He witnessed a tragic event with his family. So, but let's just leave it at that. Good guy, morally inside. And then he has this like artistic childlike innocence. But then when he gets denied, he always goes back to art. He goes back to the drawing table. He's the one that left the cranes and stuff, which is fine. He wants the table. He wants to be a part of the show. I understand that. So I tried to incorporate his hat, which he left outside. He keeps leaving stuff everywhere because he's letting me know that he wants to talk. But I'm like, I'm not there yet. I've got to deal with Dontorius, you know, and I've got this third party out, which I'm not sure if it's real or someone's doing an AI and they're trying to bridge things together, because that Rick and Morty thing, on the prior video, in the body of the text, there's a link to 2 posts. The Rick and Morty one, which was the first one, is a culmination, because I had been writing the company, not just the artistic company. I was writing the writers and then posting in their forum when they were online, and I'm like, here's my artistic thing. So he had, like, in the first season, there's that corkboard in the back. I had done a high image corkboard on there and tied the pyramid pi connection type deal all together into a nice conjunctive thing. And people were like, I can't really see it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you got to use these different apps because it's such a high image. I mean, I can put the file there, and they're like, I don't understand tech. And I'm like, yeah, there was already a lot of work in there. I'm not going to walk you through it. So anyways, it finally got up the ladder. I also did that with leverage as well with my college incident. So, and they're like, yeah, no, that's a crazy story, but there's no way we can work it into our show. So, and then I contacted, there's a guy that did a documentary on Room 237, I think it's the movie. I talked to the director, I got emails from him. He finally got all my stuff, and I told him, I'm like, no, your shit's wrong, all right? It seems like you're shooting for money versus, because you didn't open anything, and it wasn't really, that's my major thing. Like, you can tell when someone gets to a point, they want to open the conversation, but they don't have enough rock solid concepts. So they're using other people's stuff, but they're trying to keep the conversation going, open it up, but at the same time, you can tell it's a money grab. Which all my stuff is not meant for people that are looking for money grabs. I want people that will continue this thing for as long as they want and then pass it off to the next guy. So absolutely free, or whatever stipulations that they give. It's not about the money. I made my money. I expressed my artistic skill. It's now time for the next chapter or the next artist to step up. So, and then I have this other one that does conspiracy. It's not conspiracy. It's Decode Your Reality on YouTube. Excellent guy, knows how to talk, very spiritual, very clean, but he acknowledges that you have a choice to do whatever. He's very good about that and being very open. So support him, but I keep arguing with him. I'm like, I'm telling you the structure. All right, this is it. And he's like, no, you have different options. You can do all these. I'm like, why do you keep trying wrong things? All right, if you know something's right, if you do right and stick to that one thing, that one idea, everything will fold around it. And then me talking to myself, talking to you, when I hear it, I then cough when I cough. So I'm picking up my own cadence. So I'm literally talking to myself in the past. That's time traveling. So that's a literal time travel. So that's what I need to bridge to, is what a lot of people are noticing is that I'm using technology for spiritual definitions. So a lot of these different industries have been using these words, throwing them around and how they get information, when in reality, it's just tech talk. Because in the middle, you have an idea, so you search for it, and then the AI helps you out. They throw a little piece your way, and then you click the link, and then you find the pertinent information. What they're trying to do is find your visual algorithm. It's already been done. We already made our mess, and they said that in The Social Network by Justin Timberlake, who started out, the only reason why I like him, because this Christmas gift. Look it up. All right, it's an SNL thing. You know, he has a sense of humor. He's really good. So, but you should be able to offer that to the one you love. All right, and then she should not get pissed off at you because it's a part of you. It came from inside the box. So, but anyways, and I think that pisses people off. They're like, seriously? That's all it is? No, it's also the other thing as well, but we're just trying to define to you that the psychic not knowing information is coming from their ability to communicate without letting other people know that they're communicating with that person. It's called insider trading in the corporate world. It's illegal, especially if you're going to make money off of it. So, like I said, with the business trade, I don't make any money off of it. I give it away. So, and I offer ideas along the way that I don't have time to do, but I would purchase the product because that's what I like. So I hope that helps out. And I'm sorry that I'm not looking at the camera. I don't like looking at the back. I like seeing myself. So, and I know my nose is running and I need to shave my beard and clean up, but it's at a length now where the curl is sort of coming in and I keep pulling it to keep it straight. Because what happens is one side of my curl, I'm not sure which side, I think it's this side, curls in because I sleep on a pillow. And then this got this weird curl, and then this curls out. I look like a crazy old man that has been rocking in a rocker, looking at the clock, waiting for the Grim Reaper to show up. So I'll let you go. All right, God bless.